Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Are you ready to learn something new today? Alright, today we are going to learn a very interesting and a short poem about a garden, which name is a concrete example. So let's start. So students, can you tell what do you see in the given picture? Take few seconds and then you can answer. Yes, flower, tree, pot, soil. Here you can see the flowers, trees, lots of pots and soil. Very good. What flowers or plants are there? Yes, marigold. Yes, cosmos. Very good. Pine tree. Excellent. So you can see all the things here. Okay. So today we will learn a poem which is about a different type of garden, a little unusual but an interesting one. So, today's topic is a concrete example. It is a poem written by Reginald Arkell. Reginald Arkell was a British writer. He wrote many poems and stories, especially about gardens. His poems are simple and enjoyable. Okay, I will recite the poem. Students, you will follow with your eyes. My next door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, has got a garden full of stones, a crazy path, a lily pond, a rockery, and just beyond, a sundial with a strange device, which Mrs. Jones thinks rather nice. My next door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, puts little plants between the stones. They are so delicate and small, they don't mean anything at all. Shall we recite it again? Okay. My next door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, has got a garden full of stones, a crazy path, a lily pond, a rockery, and just beyond, a sundial with a strange device, which Mrs. Jones thinks rather nice. My next neighbor, Mrs. Jones, puts little plants between the stones. They are so delicate and small, they don't mean anything at all. I can't think how she gets them in unless she plants them with a pin. My next door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, once asked me round to see her stones. We stood and talked about the flower for quite a quarter of an hour. I can't think how she gets them in unless she plants them with a pin. My next door neighbor, Mrs. Jones, once asked me round to see her stones. We stood and talked about a flower for quite a quarter of an hour. Did you like the poem? Okay, alright. Where is this lovely thing? I cried. You are standing on it, she replied. Where is this lovely thing? I cried. You are standing on it, she replied. Here is the Mrs. Jones. So, students, here the speaker is talking about his neighbor, whose name is Mrs. Jones. Here it means about that her garden is unusual. Unusual in the sense it has many stones instead of plants. Because you already know when a word that is garden is come to our mind, we say that it could be full of flowers, trees, butterfly, and many other things, right? But Mrs. John's garden is a strange one, as we know the reason why it is strange, right? Can you tell me the reason? Good, because her garden is full of stones. Here, the crazy path which we already recite, here the crazy path means a zigzag or winding path. There is a lily pond, which means a pond with beautiful lily flowers. Here we can see a device which is named as sundial. Sundial, which means a device that tells time using a sunlight. Do you think her garden is strange or a usual one? Yes, it is quite strange garden. You agree with it? Yes. So this poem shows that everyone has different taste. What looks strange to us may be difficult or beautiful to someone else. This poem shows that everyone has different taste. What looks strange to us may be beautiful to someone else. Okay, then this is activity 1 for all of you. Select the correct option to fill in the blanks. The question number 1 is the tone of the poem is dash. Mocking, humorous, mournful, amusing, light-hearted. The tone of the poem is dash. What do you think? Yes, it is answer D, which is humorous, amusing, and light-hearted. We already see that the poem is quite humorous because here the poet is in a humorous manner. He is very light-hearted. The speaker in the poem is dash. The second question is the speaker in the poem is dash. The options are Mrs. Jones, the poet, a gardener, a child. Take few seconds and then you can answer. Yes, the answer is Mrs. Jones. The third question is the rhyme scheme of the poem is dash. The rhyme scheme of the poem is dash. Listen to the ending word, just like stones, Jones, pond, beyond. They sound similar. This is called rhyme. Okay. Here is the rhyme scheme is AA, BB and CC. Here is the activity number 2, which is matching type questions. The match the type of instruments in column 1 with their definitions in column 2. Column 3 shows one example of each type of instruments. Add more example in column 3. So you can see here is column 1, here is column 2 and column 3. Column 1, implement, tool. Column 2, something that is electrical, is used to do work in the house. Something small that is mechanical or electronic, spade, knife, hammer. Then question number 3, equipment. 4, appliance. 5, gadget. In column B, something that works on being moved by hand, then a set of necessary items for a particular purpose. Then, something used by hand to make or repair. In column 3, there is cricket bat, helmet, batting gloves, etc. Then mixer grinder. And the next one is mobile phone and laptop. Just quickly see the column 1 and column 2 and column 3 and match column 1 with column 2 and with column 3 with appropriate answers. Okay. So the first answer is implement, which is something that work on being moved by hand. The example spade and knife. Okay. Second is tool, which is something used by hand to make or repair. Example is hammer. Third is equipment, which is a set of necessary items for a particular purpose. Examples are cricket bat, helmet, batting gloves, etc. Fourth one is appliance, which means something that is electrical and is used to do work in the house. Here is the example, mixer grinder. So these are all the answers that match with column 1, with column 2 and with column 3. And the last one is gadget, which is something small that is mechanical or electronic. Examples are mobile phone and laptop. So this is the assessment slide. Here are some questions. Again in column form, complete the table by making new words in column 1 using the hints given in column 2. Replace the first letter of the given word to create new words. One example has been done for you. Did you get it? So here are column 1, column 2. You have to match the column 1 with appropriate meaning with column 2. Look at the example, cut into small pieces. Like this is dice. So what could be kind and polite to others? Think and answer. Yes, it is nice because dice is quite rhyme with nice, and it is also the meaning of kind and polite to others. Then the third one is grain that we cook. Because we have a kitchen at our home, so we can relate with it. Rice, very nice. Then plural of mouse. I think you already know that. Mice, really nice. Okay, fourth one is bad habit. Bad habit? Yes, this is wise. So here is the question number 2, which is again in column form. Here are column 1 and here is column 2. So the first example has been done for you. Just like top layer of the earth in which plants grow, it is called soil, as you already know that. So what is heat something? That can be rhyme also with soil. Can you answer it? Take few seconds. Yes, it is boil, which is rhyme with soil. Okay, then work very hard. Guess it right. It is toil. Then length of wire in a circle. It is coil. Excellent. Next, sheets to wrap food items. Very nice. It is foil. So these are all the rhyming words. That is soil, boil, toil, coil and foil. Seems to be easy one. Right, students? Okay. Here is the worksheet number 2. These are the matching questions, students. So match the words in column A with the related correct meaning in column B. Here are 2 columns. So the column A, crazy path, lily pond, rockery, sundial. Column B, a device that shows time using sunlight, a garden area with rocks, a pond with lily flowers, a winding or zigzag path. You already know the meanings? Okay, so tell me the answer of crazy path. What do you think? Very good. A crazy path is a winding or zigzag path. Lily pond? Yes, a pond with lily flowers. Sundial? Yes, a device that shows time using sunlight. I already told you that. Okay. Then rockery. Rockery means a garden area with rocks. Excellent. So here is the next slide. Here I have given you assessment questions. Answer the following questions, students. The first question is, who is the speaker's next door neighbor? Take 5 seconds and then you can answer. Yes, Mrs. Jones. Here is the Mrs. Jones. What is Mrs. Jones' garden full of? Yes, you guessed it right. Stones. Here are stones. Name one thing found in Mrs. Jones' garden. You can tell me some of the things also. Okay, yes, a lily pond. Yes, crazy path. Rockery, yes, really nice. So next question is, what kind of path is mentioned in the poem? Yes, very nice. You guessed it right, crazy path. We already learned it. So here is the crazy path. So here are some other questions. Choose the correct answer. First question is, who is the speaker's next door neighbor? Here are the options: Mrs. Brocone, Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Taylor. Okay, what do you think? What is the answer? Yes, very nice. It is Mrs. Jones. Excellent. Second question is, Mrs. Jones' garden is full of dash. Here are the options: flowers, trees, stones, fruits. Here are the fourth option. So what do you think? Which is the answer? Yes, it is stones. Mrs. Jones' garden is full of stones. The third question is, what is mentioned in the garden? Lily pond, playground, swimming pool, river. So can you tell me that? You are right. It is lily pond. You already see the pictures? Yes, we already seen the picture. Okay. So the next questions are match type question. Here are the matchings. Match the words in column A with the related word in column B. Column A, here are the options: crazy, lily, strange, Mrs. In column B, Jones, device, pond, path. So you have to match column A with appropriate word with column B. So the first is crazy. Yes, you guessed it right. It is crazy path. Very good. Second, lily. Yes, it is lily pond. Third is strange. Yes, it is strange device. The fourth is Mrs. Yes, you guessed it right, Mrs. Jones. So, it is crazy path, lily pond, strange device, and Mrs. Jones. I hope you all enjoy the session. Thank you all for bringing such great energy in this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.
ଖୁସିରେ ଶିଖିବା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ଅଧିକାର। ନମସ୍କାର।